Hey, what's going on, my crypto trading friends? All right, we're going to take a look at Jasmy here. Jasmy is one of these charts, these cryptos that I observed uh, as being added to Coinbase. I was really not even looking for this. I was just going through let me show you how I found it. Um, Going through all of the Coinbase coins one day by doing this thing with typing Coinbase and colon, and then you can kind of scroll down and see everything that's being charted here, or that Trading View is pulling data from. And I noticed as I was scrolling down, I noticed Jasmy as one of these, and I was like, well, what is that? And I did a little bit of research on it and found out that I think it was just this year it was at $5, right? Some of you guys will know. And then Japanese regulation came into play and it just dropped off a cliff and basically went down to zero. But then, for unknown reasons, Coinbase has introduced it to their market, which has been very positive for Jasmy. Now, there are some big hitters in the game behind this crypto, so it's not like the names are unknown uh, behind this crypto. So they must have worked out some deal with Coinbase. Either way, we have to respect when Coinbase introduces a new crypto. And so I did my very first video after that point, noticing, this little triangle here, and we entered at 6 cents. I projected a price target of 11 cents, said it was almost going to double, and that's actually where I exited the first time, um, almost 2xing my money there. All right. And then really, I didn't touch it again because it went up so rapidly. The price was way too high. I wasn't going to touch this. This is all FOMO right here. And you really don't want to get involved in that. Fear of missing out, for those of you that don't know. Anyways, I was patient, waited for the price to come back down again. I actually saw this triangle here, saw it was good support. I entered here, and then we dropped from the triangle, right? So as you guys know, I'm big on stop outs. You got to have those stop outs in, otherwise you're going to really take a hit. Some of you guys that claim to have diamond hands probably held this thing all the way to the bottom. That's ouch, ouch. Why do that, guys? Why do that to yourself? Don't do that. Exit, get out, and buy at a better price down below. So I re-entered here around 17 cents, thought that we had found our base line of support here at 13 cents, and that's exactly what happened. And my exit point was actually right at the top. That was the rest of my exit. I also exited about 50% of my position here, and that was great gains along the way. Obviously, guys, I'm not saying, I got a little bit lucky. You don't generally exit right at the top of these. I never do. I always try to be a little bit conservative and exit early, and I thought I was being conservative because my target was actually 34 cents, I think, on this one. Um, you guys know how I draw these triangles. So I drew a triangle down like this, took the measurement, where we popped out. Yes, so my final target was around 30 cents for this one. And I exited early, thought I was being conservative. Turns out that was exactly the price that we hit and came back down. So again, I will admit when I get lucky, that was luck, all right? But I do have a level there, and that's part of the reason why I knew to exit. Um, However, it wasn't my final target. So, needless to say, let's do some charting on this and see if there's anything else we can observe here. First thing I see is somewhat of a broadening wedge uh, moving down. Now, I don't really know if this is going to be significant or not, because you need to have three touch points on each side. So over here, obviously, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 6, 7. lots of touch points. So that trend line, the bottom one, is definitely very significant. Top one, we have one, two, maybe we could count this as three. I would count these um, group of candles as one, and I would count these two group of candles as two. So again, not real sure it's significant, and really, I might be doing it wrong too. Some of you guys that know, correct me in the comments if I am. Either way, that's just one little indication. I'm not going to delete the trend line because we want to use all the data that we can to try to map where this thing's going. There's not a lot of historical data here, right? So we need as much as we can to give us indications or just little clues as to where we're going with this. So I'm going to leave that there. And let's do something else here. I'm going to draw Fibonacci from the bottom when this crypto was introduced to Coinbase to the top. And let's draw that out and see what happens. What kind of levels do we get? All right, so big thing I notice here is we're on a level. We're on a level right here. And it looks like we're using that as support. Will we drop below that? I don't know. We might not. What I'm looking for is that we do drop below. Like I see this 50-day coming up, and it's a potential that, let me get rid of that. It's a potential that this 50-day comes up as the price of Jasmy comes down. They meet here, and then we exit this triangle. All right. So that's one possibility. Another possibility is that we actually break this support and come down to our 50-day or even back to this baseline of support at 13 cents. All right. So what I'm looking to do based upon price, time, and pattern, and what I mean by that is, whoops, I deleted my fib. Let me redraw that real quick. And what I mean by that is there's the way that you play this is based upon what the price action looks like. So if we remain above this 0.786 on Fibonacci, did I draw that right? No, I didn't. Yeah, this is our body high. All right, so if we remain above this 50% on Fibonacci, all right, anywhere in there, and we're waiting for our 50-day to come up, and the 50-day suddenly hits our price action right here. All right. Well, then for me, that's a good entry. All right. If we're not waiting for that price action or that 50-day to come up, and we see that we break our support here, and we see that we're going down. We're going down to meet the 50-day. I would wait then for a collision with the 50-day, or even down here to our baseline of support at 13 cents. And that's the area actually right now that I'm looking to enter. Now, my subscribers, my founding members at studamus.substack.com will know exactly when I enter. I'll send you that price alert. And all the other subscribers, you'll get the levels on this and how to play this trade as we go along. And then those of you here, of course, I send out these free videos quite often. I don't give you all the details, but I give you a lot of clues, and I at least give you final targets. And I think a lot of you find that very helpful. So in that note, can we find a final target here for once we exit this proposed broadening wedge? Could also be a triangle, because a larger triangle meeting with our baseline support. Either way, that is bullish. So let's do our measurements. You guys know how we measure these triangles, right? Top to bottom, take our measurement. Where do you think we'll break out? I don't know. Let's just say we break out here. You really want to do this where you actually do break out, but that's taking us all the way. If we go here and exit, that's taking us all the way into new high territory. In that case, I would say a final target would actually be way up here at 42 cents. I know that seems very aggressive, and it probably is, I would want to trade out some here at our previous high as well. But if we don't move out of this triangle soon, and let's say we exit the triangle down here somewhere, let's say, um, then I would say the final target would be the previous high. All right. So it depends upon price time pattern. In this case, we're looking at a lot of data. We're making those decisions based upon what the price action looks like over the next several days and even several weeks, because we could actually descend even further, break this 50% Fibonacci and come down here. And then in that case, I would enter down here, and we would have our price target at the previous high versus way up here on Fibonacci. But again, it all depends on what this action looks like. Because if we exit up here above our 50% Fibonacci and the top of the triangle here, and we're going into this territory, um, I'm going to go for it. I'm going all the way to 42 cents. That's what I think will happen with this. And I have no doubt that Jasmy can do it. So, guys, if you have anything else that I maybe have missed on this, you want to do some other analytics, post that in the comments and let me know. But subscribers, you guys will all get those alerts once I enter. And you'll also get an update, paid subscribers, on what this price action looks like, so I can give you a more direct cue as to when to enter. All right. Hopefully you find this information helpful, and if so, please let me know in the comments, as always. And that only helps me to create better content for all of you guys. Best of luck today, traders, and stay safe out there.